Today is April 4th, 2024. My name is Melissa Ackerman, and I will be interviewing Nancy Ritter. How are you today, Nancy?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Let's start out by having you tell me about your family, your parents, and if you know about them, your grandparents, where and when were you born? Let's start there.
Okay. My mom and dad met here in Dallas. My mother was from Sioux City, Iowa. My father was from actually St. Louis, but he was born in Montreal. And they met when my mother was a cashier at a restaurant, and he came down here looking for a job. And they met and fell in love, and then they started the barbecue business. And I have a brother and a sister, and I have one daughter and lots of nieces and nephews. And what else did you want me to?
Where was your father from?
Oh, my father was from Montreal.
Okay.
But then they moved, when he was 4 years old, they moved to St. Louis.
And how did they actually meet?
My mom and dad,
Mhm.
and my mother was a cashier in the restaurant.
Okay, that he
Yeah.
was in. Okay. And did you grew up in Dallas?
Yes.
Okay.
My
What part of
parents
town?
lived in, South Dallas, where all the Jews lived
Mhm.
before, and my mom went to Forest Avenue High School,
Mhm.
like all the Jews.
Mhm.
And my mother, in those days, people that came from other states to live here asked if they had rooms to rent. You know how
Yes.
Jewish people, helped each other out. So he asked my mother if she knew of a room, and she did. And lo and behold, it was right behind her house. So the two of them got together, and that's how they got married in
And about what year was that?
1947. I
Okay.
was born in 48.
Okay. So you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest, my brother, and then my sister.
Okay. Do they live here?
Yeah. Oh, my brother lives in Colorado, Colorado Springs. Jan lives here.
Okay. And what kind of business were your parents in?
Barbecue business. They opened a restaurant on 107 South Harwood
What was it
in
called?
Dallas, Mike's Barbecue.
Okay.
And it was a thriving business. I even worked there, some afternoons, peeling potatoes, and then my mother blossomed out into a catering business, and the rest is history. And I took over the business when she passed away in 1987.
Okay.
89, excuse me, I get those mixed up.
And was she a kosher caterers?
Yes, when she went to, Sheretz Israel and Tifereth Israel at that time, yeah. But we didn't have a kosher home.
And did you help her when she was doing her cooking and catering and everything?
No, I was in college at that time.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Texas my first 2 years, and then I transferred to California State University, where I met my first husband.
Okay.
And then I came back here, and I got divorced, and I had a little girl, Lauren. And then I lived with my parents, and my dad, gushed over Lauren and took her to school when I worked. And then I remarried in 1980. And I had 2 stepdaughters from that. And that's it. Then my husband passed away in 2009.
Okay.
And my father did as well that year.
Oh, okay. Rough year.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your experiences in school, in college.
Oh, well, I had a wonderful time. It was a lot of fun. I was in SDT, so I was, with a lot of Jewish kids all the time. And when I transferred, it wasn't quite the same, but I had a boyfriend then, so I didn't really care about anything else except seeing him, who I eventually married.
What kind of things were you interested in doing? Did you have any hobbies?
I love to dance, and I'm a big fashionista. I like to shop and look pretty and help other people out doing that kind of thing with their wardrobes, and it's fun for me. And I like to cook.
Okay. What did you study in school?
Sociology. and English. Those were my double major.
Okay. And when you were growing up, were you involved in, were your parents members of a congregation?
Yes. First, they belonged to a Good Asafim.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, down there. And then they joined Sheriff, and then eventually they joined Temple. So I was confirmed at Sheriff.
Okay.
That's where I had my early years.
And were they involved in the congregation?
Not so much, no.
Okay. Were you in any youth groups or
Yes.
anything growing
Yeah,
up?
I was in BBG, Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was the beau of Kravitz at one time.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. And how did your family celebrate Jewish holidays growing up?
We mostly just through food, the holiday meals and and we were young at Hanukkah, we got 7 presents, and that faded away as you get into your teenage years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. We didn't have family here. My father's family, 8 brothers and sisters, all lived in St. Louis, and my mother's sister lived in California. So sometimes we'd go.
Yeah. Did you get to know your family, your cousins?
Oh yeah, we're very close. We're close with both sides. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How did you celebrate certain holidays? Any particular way? Was it always at your parents' house, or did you travel to go see your family?
Sometimes we went to see family,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly it was at our house.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of interactions did your family have with the Jewish community? You were members of the congregation, and you went to Sunday school. And
Yeah, all that stuff. And my father bowled, with the
Mm-hmm.
Jewish League,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother started catering, so she, was very involved with the various shuls and temples.
And spent a lot of time there.
Yes,
Different
that
things.
that was her hobby.
So after you finished college, you got married,
Mhm.
and were you working at that point?
Yes, I was. And I worked I had a lot of different jobs. When I was 15, I worked at the library in Dallas. I had a job there after school. And then I worked when I was first married. Can't even remember what I did. But anyway, I know. I remember. I worked at Sinai Temple in California, in
And
Los
doing what?
Angeles, in Beverly Hills.
Yes, I know it.
I was the secretary to Rabbi Silverman.
Oh.
So I did that for several years.
Okay.
And then we moved to Houston, so my husband finished his education there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved back to California.
Okay. Did you like California?
Oh, I love it. Yes. I mean, I loved it then, and I love it now. My aunt and my cousins lived there, so it was great fun for me.
Okay. And let's see. Have you been active in any civic organizations or Jewish organizations as an adult?
Well, I belong to a national council, and let's see. I've gone to some of the women's luncheons and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been working most of my life.
Yeah.
So I really didn't have time to do that because
Busy.
my business was most of my existence, plus my
Right.
daughter,
Right.
my husband, so.
Do you keep up with some of the friends that you grew up with?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Who were some of them?
Well, one of them, my really closest friend, moved to Ohio,
Mhm.
so I keep up with her. And just lots of kids that I met in Sherith Israel
Mhm.
when I was in Hebrew classes, not Hebrew classes, just the Sunday school.
Mhm.
I don't speak Hebrew, I never studied it, but
Were you confirmed?
yes,
You said you were confirmed.
at Sherith.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see. Where were you married? Were you married in a synagogue?
Yes, I was married at Temple twice.
Okay. And did you belong when Lauren was growing up?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about your daughter.
Well, my daughter is a gem. She's just a wonderful, sweet, loving, happy person, and she's a wonderful mother, and she's a very devoted daughter. And I don't know what I'd do without her.
Does she live here?
Yes, she lives
You get-
2 blocks from me.
Okay, so you see her a lot.
Yeah.
And is she married?
Yes, she's married and for 22 years, and we have, she has she's a twin. Oh, excuse me. God. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I missed this
Oh,
one.
it's okay. Okay, so
Sorry.
you were telling me about her children.
Yes, she has twin boys, and they're 18, soon to be 19, and they're going off to college this year.
What are their names?
Jake and Dylan, and they're handsome, sweet, smart boys. They're just the love of my life.
And you've been involved in their lives since the
yeah.
very beginning?
Yes, they're devoted grandsons, and I'm devoted to them. I just
And they're
adore
gonna,
them. Yeah.
And they're going to graduate and go away to college?
Yes, I'm going to have to find myself a big hobby.
That's great. So what was Dallas like during your childhood?
It was a great place. I mean, I went to Hillcrest High School, which was known as Hebrew High in those days, not so much anymore. But most of the kids, the Jewish kids, went there, except for the few people that went to private school, which mostly people that I knew went to Hillcrest.
And where did you live when you,
I
what
lived
street did you live on? when you-
Gramercy Place, near Preston Royal.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. And just the Jewish community, how has that changed over the years?
Well, it's very diverse. You know, we were all kind of under the same mindset, shall we say. And now it's, you know, quite different,
Mm-hmm.
you know, politically and in many other ways too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, you know, the Jews stuck together like usual they do now. And mostly I had Jewish friends,
Mm-hmm.
and in college the same.
Did you experience any anti-Semitism that you remember growing up?
No, I did not.
I feel like you were kind of in a shell, in a
cocoon.
bubble, in a nice,
Yeah.
safe bubble.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I didn't know anything about anti-Semitism that I experienced personally.
Mm-hmm. Who were your role models growing up?
I guess it was my mother mostly.
Wow.
You know, I like some movie stars, you know, Elizabeth Taylor, you know, those kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't really, you know, like I wasn't marching or anything like that for civil rights. I just wasn't that active that way. Now I feel very strongly about things, but, you know, by then I was, at that time I was interested in getting my degree and getting married.
What was your mother like?
My mother was liked by so many people. She had a wonderful sense of humor, and she was really good at what she did, and people just loved her. She was, you know, she was very funny. She was a good sense of humor, and I think I've gotten that.
Did she leave you all her recipes?
Yeah.
All her famous
Yes,
things?
yes. And when she passed away, I took over the business, and her cooks that worked with her taught me a lot of things, thankfully, and I just carried on from there.
She had a group of staff that were with her for a
Yes.
long time?
Yes.
That's nice. Are you still doing that?
I'm semi-retired.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do some things once in a while.
What are you most proud of in your life?
I am most proud of my daughter and my grandchildren, and the fact that I was able to make a living for myself early on. I mean, I worked since I was like 14 or 15. And I didn't work my first 2 years in college, but the last 2 I did. And then I just continued on.
Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you'd like to add?
Let's see. My grandparents were, did you want to know about?
Where were they from
Yeah.
originally? I know
Yeah,
in the United States. Where a little further back, where was your family from?
My mother's side was from Poland and Russia, and my father's side was from Russia. So, and they all, came over here.
Have you done much traveling in your life?
Yes, I've done a lot of traveling.
Where are some of your most favorite places?
Italy is my favorite.
The food?
Yeah, well, yes. And the Amalfi Coast is my very special favorite place. Yeah, we've been a lot, my husband and I traveled quite extensively, and I went to many countries, and I'm very fortunate to have been able to do that when I was younger and able to walk faster. And
Right. Okay. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time
You're
to talk
very
today.
welcome.
I really
It's
appreciate it.
my pleasure.
Thanks, Nancy.
You're welcome.